Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a great day today. So today's video is about an important subject, hurricanes. I know a lot of people don't take hurricanes that seriously, but it can be devastating. And a lot of people say, well, I never get hit. But this might be the year that you do get hit. This video is about 10 things you really should do to get ready for hurricane season, or if you were in hurricane season when you're watching this, to be prepared. And I definitely would not take it lightly. Not these days. I've seen too many homes get annihilated down south from me, and it's crazy. And it could be me, it could be you on the next hit. It's not if it will happen, but more of when it will happen. So let's get started. Top 10 things you should do. In the meantime, if you could do me a favor and just subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell notification, and let's get started. The first thing you should do is have an emergency kit. Simple. Batteries, water, flashlights, some canned good, cash, extra medicines, and at the same time, when you're building an emergency kit, don't forget about your pets. Have some extra food for them. If they're on medicines, make sure you have medicine for them also. Number 2, just walk around your house. Pick up any debris. If you have branches hanging over your roof, cut them, trim them back. Any loose debris that you don't really use, put it away, you know. And if you could afford some kind of shutter system to protect your windows, if you don't have impact windows, I strongly recommend for you to do that. You can even get plywood, but just pre-cut the plywoods and mark it for which windows it goes to. So if a storm does approach you, you can protect your home. Because if one of those windows breaks, the wind's gonna get in that window, and it's gonna cause a uplift situation. And that's the one thing you want to avoid. Yes, you don't want glass broken, but you don't want the wind blowing in at 80, 90 miles an hour and uplifting. Number 3, look at your insurance paperwork. See if you even have coverage for hurricanes. You know, you probably have coverage for hurricanes, but what kind? And see what your deductible is, and see where the paperwork is, so you always have the paperwork near you to grab in an emergency. Read over your policy. And don't forget, it's just not wind and rain. If you're in a flood zone, see if your policy covers flood. If it doesn't, you know, maybe it's something to consider, getting flood insurance. Just check it out. Here's another thing that's important. Number 4, back up all your files. Make everything digital. Take everything that's on paper that's extremely important to you. Insurance papers, life insurance policies, copies of your driver's license, whatever it is. Put it on a digital thumb drive. So in an emergency, you don't have to carry boxes of paperwork. You have everything on a USB. Back everything up. Back up your data on your computers. Because if your computers, back it up to the cloud. If you don't want to put it on USB, back it up to the cloud, but back up everything. Photos, you name it. Whatever you could back up, back it up. Because just consider it like you're walking out of your house, and you'll never see that stuff again. And one day you may need it. So that's how seriously you should take it. Back up everything. Okay, let's go for the next one. I believe we're number 5. Emergency radio. You know how many people don't have an emergency radio? They just don't, and I never understood why. So get batteries, have a radio that could last for a while, and I would have more than one radio, and just have emergency radio so you can listen to the local authorities and see what's going on. And better yet, get an emergency weather radio so you can hear the broadcasts from the weather stations, and you can listen to the local authorities on what's to do. And if you're in an evacuation zone, they'll notify you that it's time to evacuate. Number 6, here's an important one. Take photos of everything. Go into every room, take photos of all your furniture, your TVs, your computers, your backyard. If you could, fly a drone, take photos of your roof, take photos of the exterior of your house, take photos of everything in the garage, your water heater, your kitchen, everything that you own, take a photo. So you have a record of it before the storm. So if you do have to file an insurance claim, it'll be easy to remember what you lost. And it's easy for you to prove to the insurance companies that right before the storm, everything was okay, because you have photos to prove everything. And I'm not talking about like 20, 30 photos. I'm talking about like 300 photos. And it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. When I do a home inspection, I average per house 300 photos. Everything. Take pictures of everything in the closet. With digital cameras, it's so easy, and just save it all on a USB stick. So, photos, extremely important. Don't forget that one. Okay, number 7. Come up with a plan if you are ordered to evacuate. What's the best route for you to evacuate? Have a game plan. Have a go bag. So if there's a storm surge and you didn't realize it and it's 11 p.m. and you got to take off, that's not the time to start planning for a way to evacuate your area. The time to plan is before you get to that point. Number 8. Set up a game plan with all your family members. You might have relatives that live near you, or a place that they can come to you, or you go to them, or if you all have to evacuate, you guys come up with a game plan on how to communicate. Make sure you have everybody's cell numbers, and come up with a game plan. You know, it takes 5 minutes. You guys are having a family dinner. Say, hey, if there's a bad storm this year, and we all need to get together, and say telephone lines go down and we can't communicate with each other, let's meet over here, or come to my house, or I'll go there. But talk to your family members, talk to your kids, talk to your parents. Come up with a game plan on how to keep everybody safe and where you guys would all go all together if you all have to evacuate. Number 9, if possible, purchase a generator. Because you don't want to lose everything. Power might go out for a day, it might go out for 5 days, it might go out for 10 days. But purchase a generator, and obviously make sure you don't run it near the house or right next to the house where the fumes get in, or inside a garage, because that will kill you. Carbon monoxide is no joke. So if you can afford it, purchase a generator, and before the season even starts, or once you get it, start it, see if it works. You know, and if you fill it up with gas, fill it up with ethanol-free gas so this gas won't go stale. But it's important. Have a generator, have extension cords that could reach inside the house, and this way you could have your refrigerators going, maybe your TV if possible. So, generator. That's the next one you should guys really consider. Okay, number 10. If you hear of a storm coming, you will get warning about the storm coming. Okay? Fill up your cars. Have gas in your cars. Make sure everything we just talked about, the last 9, are done. Be prepared. Have canned food. Have water. Have batteries. Have flashlights. You know, just check your roof. I'm not saying climb on your roof, but make sure your roof and your gutters and everything's all cleared out. So just think about everything you prepared. Act like you won't be able to go to the store for 7 to 10 days. And you may not even have power. So prepare for that. Here's a bonus one that I just wanted to throw in. The phones, on your cell phones, you can set up alerts. Make sure they're on for the weather. So you'll get alerted if there's a hurricane. If you're not in a hurricane zone, you get alerted for tornadoes or any major announcements, any emergencies. So set up your phone for emergencies alerts, and it could save your life. So do that. It's really easy. It's free. Usually it's free. I don't know if any of that costs money, but I strongly recommend it. Set up your phones for emergency alerts. Anyways, that is today's video. Top 10 things you should consider for hurricane season. And seriously, you need to take this serious, because for a while I didn't take it seriously myself, and I kind of learned the hard way a couple of times over here. Close calls, but enough to scare me. So take it seriously. It doesn't take a lot to prepare, but better safe than sorry. Anyways, that's today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching all my videos. Please do me a favor, subscribe and hit the bell notification. It really helps out the channel. Thank you and have a great day.